Our safety story is related to the commitment to resilience. Due to our COVID response, we split our waiting rooms up into 2 waiting rooms in the emergency department to better protect people from COVID, one being isolation, one being non-isolation. In doing that, the walls were set up so there was plexiglass on the top half, but just a regular wall on the bottom, which created a blind spot. In late December of 22, we were alerted to a patient by one of the other people sitting in our COVID waiting room that someone was on the ground experiencing a medical emergency. It was sudden onset of cardiac arrest, which then fortunately, the patient had a good outcome. I'll start with that. But from that, we saw an issue with how our waiting room was divided, and had a conversation with the VA police to have cameras be installed in both waiting rooms that can be monitored for patient safety purposes in the emergency department. So we should be having our cameras coming hopefully this month. They're just waiting on one more part.
Yeah, Patrick, I remember that when we did our rounding and you all, we all had that discussion. So it was great. A couple of things. First, you identified the issue, looked at how we can best keep our veterans safe. Wonderful story there. But then it points to the fact where we had done our rounding. I think your team told us what had occurred, and together we were able to really move so that we could come up with solutions. That's the importance of doing leadership roundings so that staff do bring up any of concerns. But what I really, really appreciated is that it was solved at the lowest level. And that is really where we want HRO to be. That is where we want Albany to be, that these issues can be solved at the lowest level. Really appreciate it, Patrick. The ED has come such a long way and are doing really strong things for the organization. You pretty much are you're the gate where we have our patients come in and go out. So thank you, Patrick, and thank you to the ER team.
Thank you, Darlene.
Okay. Anything else from anyone? Going around the room, a lot of clapping going on, Patrick.
Hi, this is Rebecca from Employee Health. I just wanted to let everybody know that we will be closed tomorrow because we are moving to the 6th floor, so we won't be available for any sick visits or any injuries, so everybody will be sent to the emergency room.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss you, Rebecca. All right. Anything
Director,
else?
It's Sean. I'm sorry, I apologize. I didn't mean to cut you off. It's Sean. I'm not sure if Karen's on, but I'm gonna drop in the chat box. We're doing an employee engagement activity. It's mix and match, trying to identify the staff with their pet. I'll drop the link in the chat box. I'm gonna resend it out to the postmaster. They're asking people to vote so we can see who's the smartest employee, at least in this category, by March 6th.
Thanks, Sean.
Yeah, thank you. And I know that we're looking at respect and dignity, our campaign, and every month there's a pillar, and we'll be looking at ensuring that we share that throughout the organization. The more that we can support these activities, the more that we demonstrate what is expected for dignity and respect throughout the organization as it relates to our diversity is very helpful. There are a lot of people that are working on that campaign, Karen and Glenn, Marianne Jones. So it's HRO, organizational health, employee engagement, and there are others as well, and Sean. So these activities do help for us to get this going. So thank you.
Darlene, just one more thing.
Yep.
Sean, can you work with Rebecca to put out a postmaster to notify the change in OC Health from the 11th to the 6th floor as far as the offices go, so people are aware?
Absolutely.
Thanks.
Yeah, and maybe we should just send a notice to the service chiefs as well, or managers as well.
Yep.
Not just a postmaster. Okay, and is the union on? Okay. I'll make sure that Ms. Polnack knows and Kevin knows so that in case they get questions.
Yeah,
Alright,
Chris says she's on.
okay. All right. Anything else from anyone? Oh, and just to let you know, tomorrow is the Senator Gillibrand is going to do a press conference right now. I believe it may get canceled, but they're going to do a press conference at our Glens Falls CBOC. She wanted to be in the Saratoga County area that she did it, and it is on the PACT Act, the toxic exposure. So I will be attending. I'll also be doing some rounding, going to go earlier to Glens Falls CBOC, do some rounding there, talk to the staff before they all come. And anything else? And I think Chino may be coming as well. So if anyone else wants to attend with us, that's fine. Okay. Peter, did I miss anything if you're on?
No, you got everything.
Okay, so an issue brief needs to be done, making sure, and it was interesting, wasn't she supposed to go to Northport as well?
Yeah, Northport and I believe Bronx. So not sure if one of those is getting canceled out.
Okay, so they didn't know anything about it yesterday. I told Joan, well, I know that I have to be there at 2 o'clock, so, okay. All right. Anything else going around the room? If not, then Jean will turn it over to you for the next half. Thanks, everyone.